Hello, this is George Senda, the real official, original, one and only the guy from Pittsburgh, except no substitutes or imposters. Well, before I do the video, what I was going to talk about, two things happened uh, last night, and both of them are puzzling to me. Uh, for, I don't know, about a week now, I leave two big dishes of water outside for the cats in the balcony, and I go out in the morning, and the water is filthy. And I figured it was the raccoons. So I come in, I fill the big plastic bowl full of water, take it out, and then I fill the aluminum bowl full of water, and I take it out, and the next night it's dirty again. I'm like, I haven't seen any raccoons, and something is eating all the dry food during the day. And I go out there, and the bowl's empty, and I just put it out at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and by 3 o'clock it's empty. And I go, who the hell is eating all my cat food? Now, maybe Bully Cat, who comes up here and eats. And I found food scattered up and down the balcony. I figured, oh, it's raccoon. But tonight I found the real culprit. Now, I've had cats for 40 years. And every time I figure the cat out, they do something that it makes me go, okay, I wasn't expecting this. This is new behavior. Well, when I had Mickey, he would wash his paws in the water dish, but he did it inside the house. So I got there tonight. I brought in the dry food. I went and fed the outdoor cats. Fluffy ate wet food. Little girl ate wet food. Mama cat, bully boy, Papa cat, I guess, came and ate wet food. I didn't see him, but all the kitties got fed except for him. I go out to bring in the dry food, which is empty by now. And there's Fluffy, and he's dipping his paw in the water dish. He's washing his paws in the water dish, and that's how the water dish is getting dirty every night. There's one. Then I got a neighbor who's got an ostensible sister who is noisy as hell. She stands up my sidewalk for hours and laughs and makes noise with other people. And finally, after hearing this, I couldn't even hear the phone. There were three people down there and a dog, which has chased Fluffy up a tree, which really made me mad. Oh, the dog just went to play. I said, the cat doesn't know that. He's terrified. So I got there at 11:30. It's well past 10 o'clock. And one of them's crouched by the wall of my building up on the sidewalk with a flashlight on. And the woman is standing over him, and the guy with the German Shepherd is standing over him. She comes up, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at her, like, please. And I've even had to call the cops on this woman and her friends because they don't live here, and they're out making noise till 2 and 3 in the morning. So they finally went away. And I don't understand this behavior of someone that's so inconsiderate they would make noise all hours of the day and night. I didn't do that when I grew up. So, anyway, Kathy calls me out of the blue. And one thing I've been craving, and I shouldn't eat it, but it's so damn good. The Safeway has a sale on Claim Jumpers peach pie. So she's going to pick me one up, and I'll pay her back. And then I mentioned, well, of course, you have to have ice cream on the pie. And vanilla is the only way to go. I tried chocolate. It tastes weird. And we start discussing the various kinds of pies, and I'm getting more and more hungry. And all I've got is one can of soup here and a TV dinner from Meals and Wheels. And I ate the tuna fish surprise, which is tuna fish noodles with some weird cheese sauce or cream sauce and carrots and zucchini. And it's enough to keep you alive, but it sure don't fill you up, and it tastes weird. So suddenly I said, well, when I grew up, my favorite pie is banana cream, and then peach, and then cherry, and then apple. And I couldn't remember the name of the other one. I like berry, blueberry. So, and I said, I come from back east, and the thing everybody did when I grew up, I don't know if they do it out here, and I don't know if they still do it back east. You got your hot apple pie and your ice cream, and some people put a piece of cheddar cheese on it. And that's what I used to do. And it's kind of yummy. And you don't let it melt. You just eat the cheddar cheese, and you eat the ice cream, and you eat the apple pie, and it all goes in kind of a mixture. And Kathy would yuck about the cheddar cheese. And I said, what's what they do back east? They do it in Boston, they do it in New York, they do it in Pittsburgh. We did it in Washington, D.C., and I've seen people order that in restaurants when I was a child. So I'm getting more and more hungry, and then Kathy says, well, I had barbecued chicken, and I'm looking for my potatoes au gratin, and I can't eat it without potatoes. That's odd. So I said, why don't you just open a can? Well, I can't find anything. It's all in the closet. I had to move it out when they sprayed for roaches. Yada, 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 yada. Why don't you go to the store? It's too late to go to the store. Oh, well, open up a can. Go to do without till next time. And she says, well, I'm also looking for something. And I said, what? My Butterfingers. What Butterfingers? I bought some Butterfingers. You mean you bought one Butterfinger, or you bought a bag of Butterfingers? And she goes, I bought a bag of Butterfingers, and aside from a tongue twister, I said, well, when did you buy the bag of Butterfingers? And she said, a week ago. And I go, oh, God. And I'm supposed to help you find the Butterfingers? Well, I've looked in the closet. They're not there. And I put things in dresser drawers to get them out of the way because I couldn't put them in the cabinets because they were spraying the cabinets. And I said, then go through one drawer at a time. So now she's got me craving pie. She's got me craving barbecue chicken. And she's got me craving Butterfingers. I feel like I'm in a very bizarre soap opera. And Kathy will be here Thursday with a new Ratty Patty story. All right, as you know, I have fans in here to keep the place cool. That's the one behind me. So yesterday was 85, and I'd like to who started this business feels like 68, and Kathy agrees with me. When it's 85, it feels like 85. When the temperature gets lower, it still feels like 85. Who came up with this stuff? It feels like 68. Well, I'm roasting like it's 85 or 90. So, sadly, and I thought I'd show you what it looks like inside, my box fan, my loyal box fan that I had for many years, died today. I opened it up to try to repair it because it was letting out this horrible squeaking noise. And I couldn't operate it anymore, even though the fan worked. And I'm caught here. And so I opened it up and took it apart and found out that the motor had seized. So if you've ever wondered what a inside of a box fan looks like, I thought I'd show you. All right, here's the cord with the switch. I took the switch off already, and these were attached to the motor. So those will go to get recycled. And I don't have the tools to separate this copper, or I would. So that will go in the recycling bin. Both ends. It's a fair amount of copper. I might decide to keep that, but I'd have to have something to separate the copper. And I would have to have a cutting tool of some kind. And there's this as a housing, and this is some kind of controller, and we have the fan blade, and then there's the other part of the housing, and there's a spindle on this motor, which I don't know where I put the motor right now. And then you add the front and the back of the fan. And the motor had a thing, put the fan blade on, and it would spin. Well, it froze up. And then this is the thing it's housed in. And I tried separating these two. I have a project I wanted to do, and I said, well, I'll see if I can get this off. And I guess they glued this on or soldered on, and I broke my knife that I was trying to pry it open with. And so that will go all off in the recycling bin on Wednesday. So that's what the inside of a box fan looks like. But my first failure, but the thing it spun on just locked up completely. It wouldn't even turn. The motor would go on, turn the switch on top, and it would hum, but it wouldn't spin. So I guess it just somebody said it might have been bearing, and I said, yeah, I think you're right. So Kathy went and got me another fan for $20. Oh, one other thing, she goes, "Why? I don't understand why you don't have any money for food." I said, "Well, last month, remember back in June, Wells Fargo Bank took in June and July $457 out of my bank account, which was half of 1 month's income, and that's still carried over to this month. And you went out and took me to dinner, and you went and bought me food, and you bought me cat litter, and I had to pay you back. So I gave you $120. Well, this leaves me short for this month." And she can't understand this concept. If I give you money, then I don't have the money that I would have had if I hadn't given you the money. And if I didn't give her the money, I'd never hear the end of it. And to keep peace, I'd give her the money. So next month she'll get $50 plus the cost of the fan, and she'll buy me the pie, and I'll pay her back for that, and then we'll get some ice cream, and I'll get the craving out of my way. The damn pie is $4.99, and it's Claim Jumpers. It's really, really good, and I just want a treat. So tomorrow the soup kitchen opens, and we will see what happens with that. And I might be able to get some bread or fruit or something. And but Kathy can't understand why I have no money when I was ripped off. And the other thing is, she goes, "You've got too much stuff." And I said, "Well, you know, it makes me really mad that I went over and helped clean your house for 5 days, but you won't help me clean mine." And he goes, "One, you've got too much stuff, and two, I hate cleaning." So I said, "Well, it hurts my feelings that you haven't come over on your own volition and said, well, you know, George is having a rough time, and I know it would be helpful if I'd come over and help him clean up the kitchen or the living room or put stuff away or get rid of stuff or move stuff." He hadn't done any of that. "I hate cleaning." So do I. There's a reason why I played Oscar Madison instead of Felix Unger. But in any event, by the way, speaking of Oscar Madison and Felix Unger, I watched a hilarious episode tonight. I got some HGTV magazines, and they have the most hideous color combinations and decorating schemes I've ever seen. They don't look lived in. It looks like the entire decorating scheme in the magazine is based on a TV set. And so there's an episode, "Take My Furniture, Please," of The Odd Couple. This is with Jack Klebman and Tony Randall. And if you see this episode, you'll know why I'm more like Oscar Madison than Felix Unger. The furniture that Felix picks out is I don't want to ruin it, but it's incredible. I just shook my head and went, "Oh my God!" And there was one item in there that I liked, and I won't ruin it for you. And actually, that was prescient because these were done in the 70s, and the one item, I understood that item, but I can't tell you what it was. But when you see it, you'll know what it was. It's a techno item. The rest of the stuff is just like, and you get to see Bubba Smith in the episode, which is kind of cool. All right, this is George Senda, the real official, one and only original, the guy from Pittsburgh. Accept no substitutes or imposters, and I could still use donations for the cats. Falky2013 at gmail.com for PayPal. My Amazon link will be in the description later on because I've been lying on the sofa a bit all day, and I sat there the wrong way today, and my lower back is screaming. So, oddly, Maroney had this theory of counter-irritation. My back is hurting, and my shoulders stopped hurting. So go figure that one out. All right, have a great morning. Stay warm, wet, dry, or cool, as the case may be, and stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.